I would love to kind of hear like just maybe general consensus of what you're seeing. Maybe certain people, you can leave them nameless, but like what is it like right now for these probably mutual friends that are out there for like the last 6 8 months? I mean, what kind of things are they considering? Changing careers? What are you hearing out there?
That's what I'm wondering too. And I have more than a few friends that, the ideas that they share are different. Some are more senior, some are more newer into the industry that before they were laid off, that was maybe their first or second job. Some people that were laid off, like myself, par for the course. Here we go again. It just sucks because this type of market is something that we've never seen before. And so there is that fear and that, oh crap. But it's almost too like, where are we going to go?
Yeah.
Are we going to look into film? Oh,
Yeah.
that's just as volatile, if not more. Are we going to go look somewhere else in the tech industry and the tech sector? Oh, they're suffering just as much as the gaming industry, if not more. And so I don't know, that's what panics me, is to think, especially as I get older, am I going to get, aged out? Am I going to, what's going to happen whenever I get into my mid to late 50s, early 60s, and I'm not management by then because I don't have a huge desire to be in management. Maybe one day that'll change. I don't know. But it seems that the people that I do know from before are currently living off of their severance. But not everybody gets that, depending
Yeah.
on what company you were at. I know that my last company was Sony and Naughty Dog. That was the first time in my career that I had ever gotten a severance of any type, other than here's your last paycheck or here's your vacation hours paid out. It was a severance plus my vacation hours paid out. And it was something that I'd never seen. And so I was extremely grateful and fortunate for that. And so I know a lot of people are living on that, but it's 5 6 months deep now.
Yeah.
And, depending on significant others or how much did they even have saved even before that. And so it's something that is truly terrifying. Like I said, to me, I'm in a fortunate situation where I am working, but I'm thinking all the time. I'm trying to make sure that I save, and even whenever I'm trying to enjoy stuff when I can.
Yeah.
But I'm also still thinking in the back of my head, this can just all of a sudden stop, and then I have to worry about oh, I can't. I shouldn't go out to eat tonight. My kids and I shouldn't go and get fast food or get this or whatever it is. Because it's just always in the back of my head of this could be your reality. And so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not being ridiculous with certain things or most things. I do collect shoes, and so I spend money on that. But I try to stay in a lane, and I'm trying to keep my money and save it and this and that, because it's so volatile. Like I said, you just never know. And so some people that I talked to, obviously previously too, were talking about how they were able to save a little bit, because they, a lot of us that have been through this, you just don't know. But usually, if something like this has happened, our company, usually it was, when we shipped a project, it was like, oh crap, are we going to get another one? Do we have another one? Oh crap. And that's what you had to worry about. And now it's just and that was for even something that may not even have been there. Now it's like some of these companies have pretty quality projects on the books, and they're just getting cut, and they're just getting shut down. And it's just like, holy crap. Some games that have been in development for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whoever the investors are or the heads of these places are just going, nope, let's just get rid of those because they don't look like they're going to make us enough money. And it's like, once again, what is enough money? What is, if it comes to this mentality of how is it that these companies can lay off their employees and not take pay cuts? How is it that their first initial anything in the midst of any sort of trouble, a game isn't selling as well as they thought it should have, or somebody over projected, or they set their standards way too high where they needed to make 800 million and they only made 500 million, and that's a failure to them.
Yeah.
And so where is this mentality coming from? And also too, what's happened with our development costs? Like, holy crap, I've worked on some titles where the leaked budgets were over $200 million.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, and we're starting to see at least some rumblings and things of the AAA sector, not being what it needs to be or should be, and this and that. And these indies are going to start taking over. And I understand, that mentality and that aspect is scary too. There's always going to be AAAs, but once again, it seems to be, at least from listening to, LinkedIn and all these other channels for our industry, is like, what's even going on, is, and then you just add on top of that, once again, the instability of the economy worldwide, of America's stuff that we have going on here. And, two of the wars that are going on right now, and where we're funding this stuff too. And it's just like, what's going on with us? And so our industry is it caught up, and is it a part of all of that? Or all the economies you'd like to believe? Yes, of course, it makes sense, but there doesn't seem to be any definitive answers. It's just like I was stating before, it's a little bit of this, and it's a little bit of that, and it's this, and it's that. And then we bring up too, and I've always been a firm supporter of it, of we need some sort of union.
Yeah.
We need to get together. And you see Sega and the testers that got together, and they have a union, and the VFX groups they've had a union, so it's like, I think, and as you see everywhere, people writing about stuff, is this seems to be a wake-up call or a call to arms of, we need this. And I've had some friends who before have said, no, we don't need unions. It's a waste. It's this and it's that. And then, we've had discussions about it, and they've said, well, what's your opinion on it? And where do you stand? And I tell them, and I'm like, look, it's not a matter of like, good or bad. It's a matter of at least having a leg to stand on when both of our legs have been cut out from underneath us.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% willing to give more when I'm able to, when I'm working, if that means that other people who aren't can benefit from it. Because you know what? I've been a beneficiary of needing those benefits numerous times, whether that's federal unemployment, or whether that would be some sort of financial help from a union, or some other types of things that we as artists and game devs and stuff put our money into, that, you know what? It's like insurance. Yeah, you may not need it, but when you do, holy shit, it's going to make a tremendous difference.